Welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where our mission is to provide education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. USA Global TV and Radio connects you with experts and audiences all around the world every single day to help you succeed in business and to live a richer life. Visit us at usaglobaltv.com to learn about career and life-changing training and mentoring programs like the Listening Mentor. Subscribe to our newsletter to stay informed about our special programs and offers. Discover how you can become a guest on one of our shows or a host or producer of a USA Global TV and Radio show of your very own. That's USA Global TV and Radio, where the doctor is always in.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, where we provide world-class education, entertainment, hope, and inspiration. I am Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, and I am so pleased to welcome you to our show today. It's the Creative Hearts Awakening Show, and we have a very special guest backstage. So in case you're wondering what is Creative Hearts Awakening, the star of our show, Dr. Madalene Chan, and I are co-authoring a book that is really a tribute to people who have awakened. And what does that mean? We'll find out a little bit more from Dr. Chan, but people are employing the arts to be able to express themselves, and it's a great way to help with mental health wealth. So without further ado, let's welcome Dr. Madalene Chan. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Dr. Jacalyn. Hello, viewers. Hi, everyone. So Creative Heart Awakening. I wonder what that is. Took me a while to figure it out. But both myself and Dr. Jacalyn have come up to collaborate, as Dr. Jacalyn was explaining, on a Creative Heart Awakening book. And what it's about is when you follow your inner world instead of following what's determined in the outside world. You follow in your inner world. So you go by your inner intuition. You go by your own passion. You go by your own creativity. You go by your own heart, your creative heart. That when you start to go on that journey, it starts to have little nudgings and you start to attract things, people, situations, and opportunities that help you to craft your passion, purpose, and belief in bringing your creativity forward. Whether it be a brand or a creative song or anything that's creative. The world was created. We are co-creators. So everything is created. And that was the Creative Heart Awakening book is about. It's about anything that you create yourself that is from your heart and not the ego.
That was absolutely beautiful, Dr. Chan. Thank you very much. And our book will be available October 12th in honor of my father. That was his birthday. So let's get to the show. We've got a fabulous guest backstage. And it's interesting because the guest backstage is the mother of someone we're spotlighting today. And we're going to be understanding what it's like to be the mother of a 21-year-old who is a Creative Heart Awakening. She is our guest. Claire Markey is also the trustee of a dog rescue, and she's here and she's ready to share. Let's bring her out. Hi, Claire.
Welcome.
Hello. Hello there.
Hi, Claire.
Hi. Thank you for having me. It's lovely to be here.
It's an absolute pleasure. So, Claire, let's just get down to it. What does it mean to you to be a Creative Heart Awakening, and are you one?
Wow. Well, it's very interesting. I have had my journey in life. When I was younger, I was creative from a theatrical point of view, and I enjoyed drama, singing, dancing, and did an awful lot of that type of thing. And I was interested in becoming an actor. My life ended up taking me to do voluntary work, strangely enough. I think in a way that kind of reflects now on what I do as a trustee of a dog rescue, which is also voluntary work. But I have done a lot of singing with shows. I used to do competitions. And I think that my daughter, who now is an extremely theatrical person and very, very creative, she has clearly got that from me. My husband is also a musician. He plays keyboard. And I would say that I am a creative. And I have enjoyed, the way that your path goes in life sometimes isn't quite what you're expecting. I thought I would end up being an amazing actress and maybe on the West End in London. I ended up in the travel industry, which was interesting. So the travel industry and hotel industry, and but I still really enjoy performing. And now as a mother, I enjoy supporting my daughter and watching her develop as a creative person. She with the singing and the dancing. It's lovely to watch your children follow that path.
Thank you.
Thank you, Claire.
Yeah.
Thank you. A follow-up question I have for you is, you mentioned that you had your own dreams and visions. You could see yourself on the West End. And I know here in the States, especially in Hollywood, it's very difficult for people to break through and to find that one connection. And some people will spend decades, doing something else while they're auditioning. And so as a mother, how do you feel about that, knowing how tough the industry is?
Wow. I think you have to be very realistic. I am my daughter's biggest supporter. I'm her biggest fan. And in many ways, I'm her biggest critic. And I think that's quite common with parents and their children. I think it's keeping them grounded. And I think you have to kind of keep their expectations in check. Nowadays, our children are able to pursue so many different, they can try so many things. I think back in the day when I was younger, you had a fairly limited amount of things that you could try, whether it was hobbies, that could have been singing, it could have been dancing, it could have been doing athletics or whatever that is. I think nowadays our children are exposed to so many opportunities. And they are, particularly when it comes to social media and the influence of that kind of thing in their lives, which is something that is alien to us. I think that they have, it's kind of managing their expectations. I always feel dream big, but be realistic in what they can do, and be there to support them. I think sometimes nowadays children and young people, they feel like the world is their oyster, actually. I think it is. But they have to be realistic in what they do. And if there are disappointments, always be there to shield them. And I always say to my daughter, if she's having a bad day or things go wrong, to me, I say at the end of the day, I said to her, you've got 100% record at achieving dealing with everything that you had to deal with at the end of that day. They need to be realistic about what they're going to do. But it's hard. It is hard, just because I think that they're tempted with so many carrots nowadays to just be able to go and do whatever they want to do. And they might see someone, then they think, oh, it's really easy, I just do that and that happens. It doesn't. Behind, I think, every successful person, whether it be the West End, whether it be as a singer, there is an awful lot of graft that goes on behind the scenes. And I think that it's not something you can just flick a switch and it's there for them. They have to work really hard at it.
Absolutely, Claire. I absolutely resonate with you in the fact that the way before in the 80s and 90s, when you went for auditions, you just went for auditions for the job. Nowadays, they don't even have to go for auditions. They can go on TikTok, they can do this, and they become an influencer. And they're open to so many of a positive and a negative part of the internet, the dark web and the light web, really. And the fact that I think it's more, I know you're saying a lot of the young ones are saying, oh, they get more opportunities. They do, but it's more dangerous now than what it was.
Absolutely. I do agree. I think it's a very different world to the one that we had. I think everybody, as you say, the danger is that everybody can see what everyone else is doing, and sometimes they feel like they're missing out on things. If I don't do this, I won't get that. That we live in a very instant society where things come very quickly to people, and if they don't get it within 5 minutes of trying, they go and do something else. And it wasn't like that in our day. As you say, you'd go to an audition, you would have to, it was always live, doing things online. I mean, my daughter, she struggles doing things online. She'd much rather be with people face to face. And they feel that they're always striving, but I completely agree, Madeleine. I think they have it's not an instant culture. I think that they think it is, but it's not.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you, Claire.
Thanks, Claire. And for people who are watching or listening, we will be premiering Ella Holly's music video, Things That We Do. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. So tell us a little bit about Ella. What is she like when she's not performing? You mentioned she's not good in front of the camera. A lot of people are not. A lot of people just don't like it. I personally am not good with people. I'm better behind the camera, I think. So, so how would you describe her?
So Ella is, she is a very vivacious character. She, super creative. She has, she out of her everyday, she likes to do, she likes to do, she's actually recently discovered sewing. She loves making costumes, that kind of thing. She loves singing. I mean, our house is full of songs and singing all the time. She's hugely into musical theatre. Doing the song that she did with MADALENE is a departure from her normal thing, because her background is generally musical theatre and stage performing. And doing this is another kind of creativity that she hasn't explored before. So she really enjoys experimenting in all sorts of different ways. She is a massive Disney fan, which Madeleine knows. I've said to her before, and she could talk for hours about Disney. So that is her persona. Disney, enjoying herself. She loves to do sewing, and actually, and of course, the thing that she does at the moment for a living is also she's a singing teacher, and she does that with mainly younger children. She teaches children from the age of 7 up to 16, and they do all sorts of genres of music, and she's really enjoyed encouraging the children. They find her, she's quite bubbly, very bubbly personality, an infectious personality, so I think the children really kind of connect with her on that.
Wow, I find her really impressive. The fact that she's a singing teacher as well. How wonderful is that? It's so rewarding. It really is. And how does Ella, in the way that, what does she do to have the fun times? How does she, what would she consider a day of fun?
Oh, wow. A day of fun. Now, let me
a day of fun.
A day of fun would be, probably, if she could, it would be going to Disneyland. That would be her ultimate day of fun. That is the goal. Is going to Disneyland. She, I'm just trying to think what a day of fun for her would be. I mean, she has a few very good friends that she likes to get together with, and they again, they would probably dance. And she loves cosplaying, which is where you dress up as a character. There's a thing in London called Comic Con, and I think you have the same in the States as well. And Ella would, to dress up as a character and go to something like Comic Con would be a fabulous day of fun for her. And she loves to sing, really. She would be very happy just singing. It would be a very happy day for her, popping on a few tunes. Normally they're musical theatre tunes, I will say. And I think we love to go up to London. So going to London, going to a restaurant for a nice dinner, taking in a show in the West End. One of our favourites at the moment is Moulin Rouge, which has a lot of modern songs in it. It's I don't know if you know the musical. It has been on Broadway, or I think it currently still is in Broadway, and it's on in the West End, and we absolutely love it. They have a huge amount of songs in it that are from pop songs in it, and that would be a perfect day, I think, for Ella. Something a little bit Disney related if it could be, but if it can't be, then going to see a show and a meal in London would be the ultimate.
Well, thank you.
Can I join in for that? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And the Moulin Rouge, is that the same show as the film? You know, the one with Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor? Is it the same songs?
Indeed. It is indeed. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's the songs are quite different. There are a couple of the original songs are in it, but they have now added more modern songs into it. So there are a few of the originals that were written for the film are in it, but there are some other ones now that have been incorporated into the stage show. There's a little bit of talking in the show, but there's quite a lot of, it's a little bit, like Les Miserables, where there's singing most of the time. That tends to be the ilk of the show. An amazing amount of dancing, which is honestly, it's quite incredible. It's quite incredible. We're in awe. We've seen it rather a lot of times as a family, actually. I've seen it 5 times. Ella's seen it 4. And we're hoping, we know someone in it at the moment, actually, who's playing Christian, which is the lead male, is somebody that we know. So we are planning on going to see him again because he comes out in October because he's been in it a year. And but it's fabulous. It has everything for us. It has story. It has unbelievable vocals in it, and it has unbelievable dancing. And for me, and the story is great. It has comedy in it. It has tragic moments, which for me, a musical, or in any musical like that, wonderful songs, wonderful dancing, incredible comedy and serious moments. To me, that's the perfect show to go and see.
It certainly sounds like that, Claire. Absolutely. Book me in. I'm going. You coming, Dr. Jacalyn?
Yes,
come with us.
The 3 of us.
You can come with us.
Yes.
We'll go soon.
Claire, a question I have for you is, as we build up the excitement before we roll the music video. So things that we do, the title, where did that come from and what's the significance?
Wow. Well, I think that would actually be something that Madalene, because Madalene is the writer of the song, which she wrote with Alex. So I think probably she would be the one to ask that question to Dr. Jacalyn, because she will know how they created the song between the two of them.
All right. Thank you for that, Dr. Chan.
All right. Well, actually, I've got to give the credit to Martin Jimson, who's Alex's father. And he came to me and he said, I've got this song. I went, okay. And he was playing it. And I thought, I like the mood. I like the groove of it. It's quite funky. Yeah. Although this song has had many rebirths because it's meaning that it's been changed. It's been changed. We've got about 3 or 4 changes until we were really happy with it. And it had a different title. I can't remember. It wasn't Things That We Do. We had a different title for it. But as soon as we changed the title, it took on a whole new energy. And that's when Alex Jimson came in and brought in a new melody. He produced it, because before the song, it was okay, but it was okayish. It was middle of the road. But with this change in the whole energy, bringing something more funky, more different, more dance, and then having Alex Jimson, who's younger, to bring his genius works into it. He's a musician, a keyboard a guitarist. So he brought some really nice grooves to it. And we got then Ella into the studio, and Ella did a couple of times in the studio, but she's amazing. I must admit, I've worked with a lot of singers in the studio, but Ella, she listens. She's got a really great pair of ears. She listens, and she's so professional with her pitch and her tone, and she delivers. And she does the backing vocals as well. She's absolutely, we're really happy with the outcome of the single. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's how we did it. We all got together, and it's with everything. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to change. If it's unhappy, you need to change it again, because there's a danger of when you don't change it and think, oh, it's okay, it'll do. And when you say it's okay, it'll do, then it will take on that energy. It's okay, it'll do. Rather than, wow, we've wrote something that could potentially be a hit, providing it has the right support, the network, the marketing. And that's why we're here today.
I have to say, Madalene, it is it's a song, obviously for us, when we heard it, whenever we have played it to friends and family, it's one of those ones we call it an earworm. I don't know if that's an expression you use in the States, but we call it an earworm, where you kind of go in and you find yourself singing it, and it's happened to us. And when we've shared it with family and friends, they've said the same thing. They said, oh, it's really catchy. And it is. It's a catchy little number, and you kind of find yourself singing it, and then all of a sudden it's there, and then the next day you're doing it again, and I think that's to me the sign of a good song is you get a little earworm going there, and it's constantly sort of, and you find yourself jigging to it.
It's hypnotic. It's hypnotic. And I have some good news, actually, because it was a couple of days ago, Lottie, who's been on the show on the Film and Music show, a different show, she was part of Barbie Girl with Aqua. Do you remember that? I'm a Barbie girl. Yeah. And it went platinum. Well, she came back to me and said, who wrote this song? Wow, Ella, it has a beautiful voice. She looks good. She looks great. She's got great energy. It's a great song.
Oh, wow. That's lovely.
And that was from Lottie from TG Publishing. So amazing. That was, and exciting. Lottie doesn't usually say anything. She doesn't, she remains stum, really. But she saw Ella, saw that small segment that put on TikTok. She loved it. So amazing. Ella Holly, well done.
Well done. We're going to take a look just in a moment. We've got some dancing in here as well. And I found myself getting up and dancing around. And so what's the backstory about the dancing and the dancers?
Okay, so the dancing. So Ella, having done shows and pretty much all her life, from a young age, she did dancing lessons. She did ballet, all of the different genres that one does. She left school. Actually, she left school a little bit earlier than most people, and she homeschooled. And after she homeschooled and did her GCSE, she went to a college nearby where she did a BTEC in theatrical performance, and it was dance was the major in that. And she has basically done different types of dance genres throughout her life. And so she ended up in lockdown, the infamous COVID lockdown that everybody had. she started a degree funnily enough, in musical theatre, where her dance, it was quite dance biased. And essentially she just has a flair for dancing. She's got, I don't really know if you say she's got it, but I feel she has a flair for dancing. And so when it came to recording the song, which she did, which she met Martin and Madeleine through a local contact that we have at an arts festival, and was asked to go and sample the song at least, and then ended up recording it. And Martin said, "Oh, if you want to do some, we'd like to do a music video, and can you come up with any ideas?" And she with her the girls that she knows are from one of her old dancing schools, and both of them, one of them has just finished at a place called Addict in the UK and has just got her degree there, and the other one is still currently studying again at another music school, and both are doing dance. So she asked the girls if they would like to do the video with her and join her, and one of them did co-choreographed it, and they met in a studio that's local to us, and we hired it, and they put the music on and just came up with a little routine. And there's I love it, I have to say, I do love it. I think it's very, very quirky, kind of thing that people can copy if they'd like to. And yeah, they've that's the dance background really. So they know each other from, I think they all went to school together actually. So she's known them from quite a young age, and they were definitely up for helping her out with the dancing and the choreography. Joint effort.
Brilliant. I'm super excited for this. Are we ready?
We're ready. Countdown.
Is everybody ready out there?
Ready.
All right. Let's take a look at Ella Holly, things that we do. Hit it.
If I look into your heart, are you looking back at me? Am I everything you want, baby? If my heart was in your hands, would it be for you and me? Would you wanna keep it close, baby? Right on time, find the right guy, the one I dreamed he'd be. Give it all that you can, stumble and fall. Love will set me free. Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. If you told me to my face, you would lie right through your teeth. Would anybody know this is meant for me? I'm not the one to cry or throw my heart away. Can you show me all your loving? 'Cause I'm tired of these games. Right on time, find the right guy, the one I dreamed he'd be. Give it all that you can, stumble and fall. Love will set me free. Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. We'll play the game, make it up, fake it up. It's what we do. We'll play the game, shake it up, wake it up. I'm thinking of you. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Reach for the Baby, 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 don't you know you drive me crazy? I love the things that we do. Baby, 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 if you say that I'm your lady, 'cause I can't stop thinking of you. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby,
Woo!
super fantastic.
Lovely.
Superb video. And you can see how the friends, all of them, they're just, it's so much fun. And I love it.
The bit at the beginning of the video, I mean, I may have danced in the past, maybe not quite so good as I used to be, but they do this with the arm thing. Apparently it's called thwacking. So anyone that's a dancer will know that it's called thwacking. But it's the arm thing where they do all the arms. And
is it like a Madonna? You remember when Madonna used to do
it's a little bit bogey. It's kind of
Madonna.
I mean, I look at it. Yeah, it is. It's like it thwacks and and the arms go all over the place. And they seem to. It's a rolling thing, but it's actually a technical thing. And I can remember Ella always used to say, we did a dance routine today, and we did thwacking, and I used to find it quite funny because I say that's just like we used to go right over my head. But thwacking is a thing, and they liked. I think they wanted to put the thwacking in because apparently, again, for the generation, they love it. So
that's a TikTok moment for sure, Claire.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get it on there.
Yeah.
I said this before, in addition to the incredible, the music, the sound, the dancing, what about those waistlines, girls? Come on.
I know.
Oh, it's been that long.
She doesn't get it from me. I don't know where she got the waistline from.
And she's got that poise of that dancer. You can see there, the line. Is it the line of when they say the dancer's line, the turnout and the line?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's that long since I danced.
It's really interesting. I think that when people are dancing, you know that when people talk about X factors and stuff like that, and it's a bandied around expression about having X factor, but you can't. I suppose it's the equivalent of what you would call stage presence. You can't teach somebody presence. They either have it or they don't have it, and people can go through the motions and they can be really good. But you don't, for me, someone that has true stage presence, you're drawn to them through the eye. They could be in a sea of 40 dancers on stage and you're drawn to watch them. That to me is true stage presence and an X factor type thing. And I do feel, I mean, I know I'm Ella's mum, which is, not cool, but there's a presence there that I have always. And other people have told me, they've said, oh, she's got a presence that, I can't take my eyes off her when she's on stage. It's kind of there naturally. It's great. As I say, I'm always typically as a usual mum, I'm hyper supportive and hypercritical. But I do think sometimes I play things down and then people say to me, yeah, but she's this and she's that and she's the other. And I think, God, she is actually really good. And I find myself, I watch her and I think it's because I'm her mum, but actually you do get drawn to her by the eye and the other two girls as well. They've just got a great way about them. They've got a great, it's not being photogenic because obviously it's a video, but I just think that it meshes really well between the three of them. So.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I do as well, Claire. And the fact that even in the video, the way that Ella, she's just a great example because even though she's a beautiful girl, she is an absolute beautiful girl, but natural, next door type of girl. But she's got a sensible head on her shoulders. And that's why she can front the song so well.
Yeah.
Because she's saying, baby, blah, blah, blah. I love the things that you do. If you say that I'm your lady, but if you say I'm your lady, it's got to be on a certain condition. It can't be on your condition. It's got to be where we both come to an agreement. And she brings that through. She has a lot of potential.
Yeah, she's a strong girl. She definitely knows her mind, without a doubt.
That topic, Madeline, just the words that you were sharing, that's a topic that it's 60, I still haven't figured it out, right? About love and how to have that connection with someone. And for Ella to be able to tap into that, I really admire it.
I agree with you, Dr. Jacalyn. It's taken me a long time. I'm like 53. It's taken me, I'd say, up to about 45, 46 to finally kind of get that understanding. And I think it starts with loving yourself.
Yes.
Just loving yourself, getting to know who you are, to then be ready to share with somebody. And
I think that's right. And I think also that it's interesting, because I think that's again the thing about compromising. You our youngsters, they have because again images and imagery is portrayed so hugely on social media. There's a pressure for them to be a certain way, expect certain things. I have to say, one of the things for Ella, she has never been a sheep. She's never followed what other people do. She knows her own mind. She's her own person. What you see is what you get. There's no undercurrent of a different type of personality. She wears her heart on her sleeve, and she doesn't try to conform or be like others. And I'd say this song is a huge departure for her. I'd say it almost go as far as to say it's outside her comfort zone, but it's testing the water in a different way. There's no pressure to be a certain way. She definitely is strong. I mean, and again, I encourage that in her. I'm one of 3 girls, and my father was always hugely supportive of us following careers and knowing our own minds, and we instill the same in Ella. Really, she's not someone that is hugely influenced by other people. She knows what she wants. She knows what she likes. If she doesn't like it, she doesn't want to do it, then she won't be forced into something.
There's a lot to be said about that.
Yeah, there is. And it's great that she has all these attributes and characteristics at her young age. So when she goes out into the work, I mean, she's already in the working world anyway, being a teacher and being involved. But at the same time, when she goes out into the creative music industry, she's really prepared, because she's got you, Claire. Because isn't it better for you to be her worst critic, so that she's used to some good critics, so she's used to them praise, which she will then acknowledge, but at the same time there's going to be people out there that are going to be bad critics. And because if she's receiving that from you, then she's in the balance. Rather than you big upping her and making her appear bigger than what she is, and then they go out into the world and then they fall because they realize, oh my God, it's a shark's world. In the
absolutely, I think, and I do think, I mean, I think having with children, I think supporting them, but managing their expectations in this day with the influence or influencers, etc. I think managing their expectations is hugely important, because they need to understand, but you need to be there for them when they fall, which inevitably, unfortunately, they do. And I think Ella is extremely, as her mum, I think she's extremely talented. You follow those things when they're ready to do them, and help them explore them, but you try and manage their expectations as well. I think that's hugely important as a parent, to manage your child's expectations of the world now, because it's hard out there. It's really hard. Nothing's given to you on a plate. People can and do take advantage. So you have to, particularly if our children are very vulnerable now, I think. Not only youngsters that are sort of at school age, but older children as well. They are very vulnerable to criticism and to people out there that want to take advantage. So it's being there for them and helping them, but realizing their expectations.
Thank you, Claire, for your transparency. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Claire. And before we close out the show, I can't believe it's already over. We'd love to hear a little bit about you as the trustee of a dog rescue. Tell us about that.
Wow. Well, that I think yes, that one I fell into a couple of years ago. I'm a huge animal lover. and we lost our dog a couple of years ago, who we'd had for many years. And I got involved with a local rescue just as a volunteer. In fact, Ella did as well. The two of us decided we missed walking, missed having a dog around. So we decided to start dog walking there. We fell in love with a lurcher, who is a beautiful dog, and we ended up adopting him. And as I tend to get very involved with things quite quickly, I have done quite a lot of voluntary stuff over the years. I enjoy fundraising and doing things for charity. So I quite quickly got involved with the rescue and have found myself now as a fundraiser and trustee. So this weekend we've got a couple of big things going on. We have a reunion for some of the dogs that have been adopted, and on Sunday we're running a dog show in order to basically raise funds for the kennels. But we actually do rescue cats and small mammals as well. So it's rabbits and guinea pigs, which tend to go into a foster home, and I it's very rewarding. It's sad sometimes. I've met some lovely people through it. I really enjoy doing it, and it does take over my life. But it's fantastic and very rewarding. I shall keep doing it for years, hopefully.
Well, congratulations. That's a
Yeah.
great way to give back and to support
Absolutely.
animals and coexistence. Claire, if people want to reach out to you, if they have questions or they just want to make a connection, or they want to know more about Ella, what's the best way to reach you?
Well, they can reach me on my on email. Would probably be the best way. Which is I think that can be shared by you. So the email's here on the screen now. So if you would like to email me, I'd be very happy to receive any questions, and I'll get back to you. Probably not this weekend because I have two huge events going on, but next week I will try and answer anything.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Claire. We would love to have you come back on this or any of our other shows, and we look forward to meeting Ella, and we wish you both continued success. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to meet you both.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Claire. Thank
Bye
you.
for now,
Thanks,
Claire.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, Claire.
Dr.
Isn't she
Chan, what a
lovely?
great show. Yes, fantastic. And I'm super excited that we will be spotlighting Ella Holly and her music video on a number of our programs. We also did an instant premiere on YouTube. So it's all very exciting. Dr. Chan,
yes.
how can people reach out to you, and what's the value you can bring to our audience?
Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn. I would like anyone that feels they've come stuck in their life. Maybe it's something where they forgot about their creativity and other things, other situations came into their life and then took them on a different path. But it's never too late. It really is never too late. Okay, it might not be that you're going to go out there and be a big professional, but you may be, who knows? But all I'm saying is that I have the tools. I can help you. I will help to trigger that creative heart, to wake it up in you so that you may follow your heart's desire. You may become all that you want to become by awakening your heart to your passion, purpose, and belief, and know that you belong in this world and that there is a place for you in this world. Even amongst all this chaos, you will find your inner happiness that will be able to help you to cope with this craziness that's going on in this world. We have to stay in our hearts. I will help you to follow love, because that's what it's all about now. Let love lead the way. And I can do that. And we also have courses on the power of listening courses, which I collaborated with Dr. Jacalyn. Courses, how to help you to face your inner fears, to face the shadows, to face your anxieties, to awaken and listen to your inner nudgings of your heart, so that then you can begin your journey of your heart and lead with love. That's all you need to do. That's all. Lead with love. And if you're stuck, contact me, Dr. Madalene Carol Chan, but call me on madalenecarolchan@gmail.com, MADALENECAROLCHAN @gmail.com. You can find me also on LinkedIn and Facebook, Dr. Madalene Chan. And don't forget, everyone, the book here, Star Child, I've got on Amazon. But most importantly, because this is the Creative Heart Show, we have currently 4 places available now for anyone that wishes to share their story of how they opened their heart to their passion, to their creativity. It can be anything. Creativity is about when you put your heart into this, because you do it with love and you bless it with love. You give and receive that love. So we want to hear. We've got 4 people, four people that we wish to have. So out there's 4 more spaces, and that's it, because by next weekend we are closing this, everyone, and we have some fantastic people on board. We have Dr. Desiree Richardson. We have the amazing National Lampoon, Keith Salter Jane. I will let Dr. Jacalyn say the surname. I apologize, Keith, if I got your surname wrong. But the main thing, he is a power, creative heart. We have Audi K. Barrier. We have Ola as well, who has got a phenomenal story. Each and every one. And Glenn Buhadjia. We've got so many already that have contributed their story, their point of when their heart opened and got them and took them on that journey. So there you go. 4 spaces available. It closes next weekend, and we're going to release and publish on the 12th of October. And don't forget, you'll get 2 interviews as well on the Creative Heart Show. So what more do you want? Tell me. Contact us. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Chan. It was great seeing you here today. I really appreciate it, and I'll be speaking with you over the weekend.
Yeah, that will be great. I'd love that. Well, you have a good evening and have a lovely evening wherever you are, or afternoon or morning, wherever everybody is. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. And for those of you who are interested in being part of this project, don't wait. There's the information to contact us. Go to books@drjacalyn.com. Also, if you're interested in learning how to listen at an elevated level, you get to join our team. Imagine that. We've got over 50 people on our team from across the world, and they took the Power of Listening course. It's a 2-hour course. It's online. It's on demand. At the end, you get a certificate, and then you get to join our team. In addition, we have many other courses, as Dr. Chan was referencing, and they're all focused on helping you learn how to listen, helping you learn how to be present, mindfulness, understanding how the brain works, learning about automatic negative thoughts. So please go over to this link. Okay, as we close out, just quickly, a little selfish promoting. I have my new book coming out, Mastering the Power of Elevated Listening, for solutions for deeper connections, better relationships, and more authentic conversations. It already was an Amazon #1 best-selling book the first week that it was released in pre-order for an ebook. It will be available in paperback and hardback on the International Day of Listening, September the 21st, I think it is, or the 15th. I have 3 books coming out this month, so I'm confused. The 15th or the 21st, I'm not sure. And then also, if you will be in the Philadelphia area, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, I will be a VIP speaker at the World Summit on Women and Girls, an initiative of Justina Mutali Foundation, Hands Across America. So do come and join us. All right, that's all we have for today. Thank you again. We'll be right back with coexistence and sustainability with pet psychic Amina. Thanks for now. Bye.